joining me from another video. If you're joining me for the first time, hello! Well, if you've been on my Instagram, you'll know that I got Survivor. She, it's no real secret for anyone who knows me, is a smart doll that as soon as I saw her, as soon as I saw the development, the progress of her, I had to have her. She is a need, not a want. She was a need. Now I have worked the last few years in a clinic which is for rehabilitation of people from everything from falling over a stone on the footpath and hurting your ankle to serious car crashes. And part of that job was watching people, you know, slowly make that climb back into mending their bodies. And, you know, a lot of it has to do with your mental health as well when something really bad has happened to you. So I love that, and Survivor spoke to me. For those who are new to Smart Doll, Survivor is essentially covered in scars. She is a burn victim, and though we never had any burn victims come through the clinic for rehab there, those ones, since we're a private clinic, most of those ones go through the hospital system, I believe. Definitely the stories are the same. Like I said, we had some people with pretty messed up things from surgeries, from car crashes, etc. And if there's anything I learnt from working in a place that deals with rehab, it's that there are two mentalities you can have. There are the people that it breaks. There are absolutely people that are broken, and sometimes they can get out of that. Sometimes they fall into a funk and they just need that little, you know, bit more encouragement to get out of it. And there are those who have, okay, I'm ready, I'm going to do this no matter what. And their progress tends to go faster. It's funny, you know, if you have that mental fortitude basically to progress faster, you heal faster. Your body heals faster. I don't know, it just works. But yes, I absolutely loved her and I had to have her, and here she is. Here are all my girls. Hello. And you'll see that some of my new girls are wearing outfits. I will do an update video. I'm probably going to pre-record it and put it up for next week, long before, because I'll just be packing for my trip. But yes, videos will be a bit sporadic for a while because I'm going on my trip. I got Casey, my main girl here, and her best friend Serena, my other main girl, to welcome their new member to the Smart Doll City that we have. So if you're new to Smart Dolls come in these purpose-built boxes. If you buy two of them, there is a purpose-built box for two. They fit perfectly in, and everything is, you know, everything is almost on the bordering on the perfection. Perfection. I was thinking pedantic perfection. Somewhere those two things mesh together, and I love it because I am a sort of person that when the bag fits into the box. So your Smart Doll comes in this Keep Calm and Carry a Smart Doll bag. And I say it in every video, and I will always say it in every video. What do I say, ladies? Best book carriers ever. These bags are fantastic shopping bags. This will be my 16th bag. And yeah, just a lovely feel, well made. Looks good even when you're taking it out, and your girl can sit in there staring at the world while you're traveling. But I carry my books in it and Starbucks cups. So if you're new again to Starbucks, to Smart Doll, you essentially have a box at the side. Now this box, if you buy a doll, has the pieces which come with every doll, which is a wig, an introduction card, and a tripod stand. Essentially a third leg to make your doll stand upright. All my girls standing upright have a third leg assisting them at the moment. So we'll put that aside because we're going to get to Survivor, and I will bring her up close so you can get an up close look at her scars. A lot of people are taking photos of Survivor from a distance, and though you can see certain scars, it doesn't really show the beauty in the details, the small ones and all those sorts of things. And I am so excited because I have opened her up and looked at her and packaged her back in, as I do, and it is very hard to package them back up, let me know. So when a Smart Doll comes, haha. They come in what I call the cyborg production mode, which is basically they are in an L shape. So Alpha Lisa. Oh gosh, I don't want to look at her yet. So they come like this, and their name will be at the top, so you know who you've got pretty much sitting at the top. And then you've got to stretch out their legs, get those nice new joints squeaky. There are 2 layers to them. There is a bubble wrap. I think that was some of the bubbles popping. My dear, you're already having fun. Okay, and then they have a plastic bag. So I'm going to hold her by the tootsies here and pull the bag off. And just looking at the back of her, I mean, I don't know how they did this marbling effect. I'm sorry, I don't know. But it is just amazing. Now, obviously, I don't want to be in any way disrespectful for anyone who has scars that they're self-conscious of or anything like this. This is a doll. And if you have scars and you're thinking, my goodness, how can she say scars are beautiful? I am looking at a doll, and to me, the message behind the doll with Survivor is more important, and the fact that the doll exists is more important than the, you know, the scars and the beauty of it and all that sort of stuff, if that makes sense. As I said, I worked in a rehabilitation clinic. It was my job to basically take care of the running of the business and the daily innings and outings and all that sort of stuff, but also to talk to the clients and just make sure they're in a good headspace and things like that. So it's always, you know, about getting to know the people. I love to get to know the people, and some of these people did have scars from their injuries. You know, they did have scars, they just weren't burn scars. So on the back, she has this marbling effect. It is unique. You're basically getting a one-of-a-kind doll every time you buy Survivor, because they cannot reproduce the scars to be exactly the same. That isn't going to happen. So let's have a look and turn her around. And yes, she is beautiful. I love smart dolls. I especially love the message behind this smart doll. But I think that Danny and his team choosing to do a dark black makeup on her and put this beauty spot on the side, it brings out her face. It brings her face forward, almost to the point that the scars almost blend to the background. If that make it's hard to say. Like, her eyes just pop. They absolutely just pop at you. Like, you know, like a woman with a well done Egyptian line, basically. And she is just gorgeous. And there is something I want to say about her. She's so pretty. I love her. I'm going to cry because some of those clients became friends, basically, you know, the ones that were going through things, and I miss them. My girl, when she came out, a lot of the girls that I saw, all the scarring basically ran downwards like this in straight lines. My girl has a W basically across her nose. You'll see this when it gets up. And when I saw that W, I was like, oh my goodness, that is so incredibly gorgeous. I just love this W scar over her nose. I don't know what it is. I almost called her a W name, but Willow protested. So, I don't know, there is something about that particular scar and the fact I didn't see it on anyone else's doll. So this is unique to my doll, you know, made me so incredibly happy. She's just so beautiful. So I will bring her up soon. Let's first look at the items, and when I bring her up, I'll give her name, etc. Afterwards, we will look at articulation and all the things just for the newbies. I always try and do my videos, so if you're watching for the first time with Smart Doll, we go through all the steps rather than I'm treating you like someone who knows everything they do already. Okay, so this is the box, and I did get her an outfit. Now, it is not packaged as beautifully as Smart Doll company would package it, because it's been pulled out, put on, and then shoved back in. You have your tripod, your third leg, and the part up here is in a T. Oh, that's something I wanted to point out, and I thought this was really good customer services. Danny, I'm assuming it wasn't just for me, but he messaged customers, such as myself, and said, oh, look, I didn't mention in the post that the head cap isn't marbled, basically. Is that okay with you? And I was like, absolutely okay. She'll be wearing a wig anyway. But yeah, they have a T head cap on the doll. So if you're thinking of having a bald survivor, I don't know how you would effectively deal with that. But yeah, just something to note. So he's put it now on the post, and they come with a T. Put your nose first. My gosh, girl. Slap your mother. A T color stand for flesh up here. So if you get a blue girl, you'll get a blue part up here. That's what I'm getting at. Getting all today. I'm in a rush. My husband's like, on a timer. Okay, so she comes with the maple wig, and it does not have a fringe of any sort. It basically comes around, but it frames her face really nicely. We will look at that. So these are the third thing that always comes standard with the doll is welcome to Smart Doll. Danny Chu doll. Read it, have a bit of a laugh. It is an introduction to the doll as much as it is an introduction to the creator. He is definitely, if you're looking at getting in a doll, I find him one of the most engaged creators for hinged BJDs out there, basically, or BJDs in general, really. I think it is a great one for newbies because there is a fantastic community out there. And I highly recommend My Lady Disdain if you're getting into smart dolls. So I'll just put this aside. Remember to recycle anything that you are not going to use, like cardboards and plastics, so that future ones. But My Lady Disdain is a fantastic channel to get involved with because they have a Discord there and it's got a community. It is pretty much what I love, an interaction, a watching other people be as excited as you are about your dollies. Okay, so we have... First off, I got this beanie. Now, the other color of this beanie on page over here, Smart Doll Strength, is in a grey. Now, she is wearing the Smart Doll brown uneven hem dress. My dad came in. My big dad came in his 70s, and he's like, he was like looking at my dolls, and he said, I like the beanie. So I was like, hey, Dad likes the beanie. There's another beanie. So I did not buy this for Survivor. I brought this to go with, where is it? Where are you? Monday. Paging Monday. Oh, not Monday. She's got the cap. She's got the baseball cap. Addison or Josie at the moment. I'm not sure. One of the girls wearing red. It's more of a purple, a faded purple to me than a red, but I'll see. But this is not for Survivor. So that was just an extra. That was just to get me over that, 70,000 yen mark to get free shipping. And then I got for Survivor a Moray, I think it's Moray set. I'll have it down the bottom, what it's called, and the conversion cost for me. Because this comes with pants, a t-shirt, and a shirt. And of course, because I don't know any burn survivors in this sort of what do you say, category or caliber. But so I went and read up on some survivor stories, etc. And one of the things that I found out from reading was that one of the long-lasting, the scars can heal, and with great physio and maintenance can people learn to live with it, etc. and develop and get confidence over time with it. But one of the things that I read was a long-lasting thing was itchiness with the scars and things. So itchiness was something that seems to prevail basically with this. So I thought, oh my goodness, if you're itchy, the last thing you want to wear is tight clothing over itchiness. I know with burns you want to wear tight clothing, but I was just reading some stories and it suddenly came to me, okay, maybe with my girl, whose name is Diana, I can introduce her name as Diana here. She has gone through that process that happened when she was a child. She has gone through the healing process. She has accepted who she is. She is proud of who she is. And she wants to wear clothing that covers her, not to cover her scars, but actually because people stare. People stare, and she is a grocery store manager, and she gets quite annoyed having to go through the same process over again, the same stories over again. And though she appreciates that people ask her rather than stare, she's just kind of like, you know what, I just want to get on with my job, sort of thing. So, you know, if you're someone who has these sorts of scarring and stuff like that, I'd love to talk to you about your healing process and how you went through it and stuff. I think that's fascinating. I loved reading the stories. You know, it was part of my job to know people healing and what they're going through, etc. So I got her this outfit because I thought loose clothing will help with the itchiness, and it will by not being tight, and for her personality. She is not like me. She is not a talker. She is more of a listener. She just, not because, as I said in my post, not because she is shy in any way, just because she's one of those people that's just like, I don't want to do anything that's boring or frivolous. Life is about living. I'm going to bring her up. Let's have a look up close. Okay, I have her closer to the camera here, so if my editing doesn't put me down too low, please adjust your volume now. I'm very sorry if I'm hurting your ears. My accent, I know some people say, your voice is so high-pitched, it's hard to listen to. I'm sorry, I was born that way. And I talk very fast, because I've always talked very fast. Alright, so you can see the marbling straight up here, which is, every doll is going to be unique, and that's what I love about Survivor. She's basically a one-of-a-kind every time she comes out. And I'm going to show you my favorite little scar right there. Look at that W that comes down here and across her nose. And all the other dolls I was looking at, all the lines were going downwards. That little W, I love it. I love how it frames the nose. It's almost like it's where the eyeglasses sit. I love that scar. And then on her chin, she has circulars going around her chin. Again, I saw people that had lines coming down to the chin, but my little girl has, Diana, I will start calling you by your name, sweetheart. That's only decent that I start calling you by your name, has little circles going down. I love it. So on this side, I feel that the scarring here is a lot stronger than on this side. And of course, there is no way for them to predict what's going to happen. So her eyeliner, as I said, is in a thick black, and I think they've done very, very well doing that because it makes her eyes pop. Almost to the point that you're mesmerized by her eyes more than this marbling effect with the scarring. She has a strong blush on each cheek here. And this beauty spot, oh my goodness, this beauty spot. I was like, oh, that gave her a beauty spot. I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, she has a smile across her rather plump pink lips here, and she is a nose picker doll. And you will notice that the nose, even the nose seems to have like a little bit of scarring, and then that this side, the nostril is not as indented as this side, which again, I love because I don't want her to be perfect like some of my other girls that are just absolutely, you know, everything lines up. Because of who she is and what she's gone through, she is perfectly imperfect. Here we go. Down to here. So on the body, on the chest area, her scarring isn't as strong. In the neck area, yes, and across, just across her cleavage, darlings, there is a bit, but not too much scarring here. Looking at the arm. Trying to show all the effects. Even the hands here. Let me have a look. There is not too much scarring on the hands, but there is a marbling effect on the hands, because that was one of my wonders. I was going to wonder if they were going to do the hands and stuff as well, and I was desperately looking at photos, and I don't have my glasses on today. You might have noticed that, so I can't see everything well. Going down to her cyborg production feet that are pointing downwards. So the joints are also in T. You can see there, they are not marbled. The inward skeleton, I imagine, is going to be T as well. If you are new to Smart Doll, they come with a sports bra set, which has, with a Smart Doll, the future is in your hands, at the bottom of the sports bra, and at the top of the undies. So let's bring her back and put her wig on and start getting her dressed. Okay, so I'm up a bit closer so you can see this up closer. For me, this is what I do with putting the wigs on. Some wigs are harder to put on than others. I mean, Serena's short bob is easy as hell to put on, but she's Smart Doll Justice. But Smart Doll Genesis, who is my Josie, her wig, oh my goodness. Sometimes I just feel like getting a hammer and putting it on. After all this time, it is still so incredibly tight compared to the other wigs. But it notes that, you know, when you're buying a Smart Doll, one thing I can say is Danny tells you all the reasons not to buy a Smart Doll. And on top of that, he really goes into length of things that you might complain about with a Smart Doll, such as emailing people about it being a T head cap. He was worried, obviously, that people would be upset about that and checking. I mean, things that I'm like, honestly, but you know, I don't understand why anyone would complain about that. Maybe there were girls out there that wanted to have a bald one, you know, sort of thing. But for me, I tend to not complain unless there's something worth complaining about. Lesson in life, my darlings, people listen more to you when you complain about things that are worth listening to. If you're someone who complains about everything, generally you get ignored. Okay. So let's get back up to here. So what I do is I line up this with the nose. I hold it there and then I pull from the back down. And for me, this is the easiest way I find to put on most ball jointed doll wigs, especially Smart Doll wigs. Now sometimes on camera it works straight away and sometimes it doesn't because I'm wearing gloves. It's not exactly hard, this one. This one's quite an easy cap. There we go. On. So let me turn her around and straighten it up so she doesn't have a forehead like a Neanderthal. Pull it down a bit, my dear. Make sure it's up to your ears. Even the ears have marbling effect on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh, she's just so beautiful. It's like a chestnut wig with all these curls with her chestnut eyes. Look at this. Look at this. I will have her down when we're putting the clothes on. She's so incredibly beautiful. I think she is a wonderful doll, and if you are a Smart Doll collector, I think she should be in every collection. Okay, so let's get to it. I have this outfit to put her on. This, I haven't decided who it's going on. Girls can fight over it. Cat fight. I'm going to get her down and get her dressed on the camera. And what I did not buy Smart Doll shoes for this one because I have to be very careful I don't go over that $1,000 New Zealand mark or customs bites you. I didn't buy shoes this time. So I got some of the cheapy AliExpress sneakers. Very, very cheapy. They're like $6 or something. But they work. They work. You know, not as good as Smart Doll, nowhere near in the same quality, but they will work for this. I consider this a casual outfit. Let's get to getting her clothed. Okay, I've got her down here. She's saying hello up close with her beautiful wig. Now, I'm going to partially take off my gloves as... Oh, should I? I don't want to get a stain on her. That would make me really upset. Yeah, I might take out my gloves for one. We'll see. So the good thing with Smart Doll is... I'm sorry, darling. I did not know my strength there. Is you can pull them apart. Basically, you can do all sorts of terrible things with them to make your life a little easier. So I'm going to take off this dark sports bra, as I don't want it to shine through the white t-shirt. Get it through here. Get a nice look at the chest area is rubbery. Put that back on. Get that in the right place. I just love that I flopped her head over there. Such a great presentation, Lisa. Just lop off their heads and let them roll. Okay, so this is I consider this outfit a very, very good purchase because it has the 3 pieces. I have wanted this outfit for a while. There have just been things that have come up since as the, you know, the wine red post-apocalyptic school uniform. The uneven hem dress was 100% something that I needed. The yellow one, can't remember what you call it, like the yellow dress top with the floral ones that I got for Smart Doll Beyond, who is my Nera. So easy as that. Do you see that? You just pull it on like that. It makes dressing dolls so easy. And I said it in my last video, when you know the struggles of fighting sometimes with a strung BJD, when you start dressing smart dolls, it's like, oh, it's beautiful, it's lovely. Okay, so we're just going to pull these up. I don't know if I need to take my gloves off for this. Nope. Oh, that one's super easy. It's so incredibly easy. It's so flowy. Look at this. Look at the flare on those pants. It's just so incredibly flowy. This is exactly what I wanted for her. Something flowy, something a little covering, because she just wants to get on with life. She's happy with who she is. She understands who she is. And your scars may change you a little, but they don't make you who you are. You are in control of that. Okay. Oh my goodness. Come on. Why is that not going in? Oh, I got it in. I was thinking, what am I doing wrong? Normally I sit down on a chair to do them, but I thought if I keep the camera there, I don't have to get on a chair. I'll just stand up and stand over and dress her. There we go. So we also have this beautiful, and I'm not going to say this, you look for the Mirai on Smart Doll clothing, that means it's official. And the seamstress who does Smart Doll clothing is, I just want to, when I go to Japan, which is either going to be at the end of this year or the start of next year, I want to meet the lady or gentleman, I'm not sure who does it, who basically has such a control of their hand and an eye for, look at this sewing, and an eye for this tiny little seams. Beautiful. I have to wear my glasses when I'm sewing. I make cosplay outfits and all that sort of stuff, so I am a sewer. What is going on here? There we go. Get through, please. I tend to like dresses on my dolls when I'm making things. Oh, it's just so incredibly flowy. Just look at that. Like, I can see, this is so modern for me. This is so incredibly modern, casual, flowy. I love it. I love, love, love it. And look how easy that was to get her dressed in. I'm going to put in the shoes on after the video. Let's get her head back on. Have some, look at this. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. All right, get that head back on. There we go. I love you, sweetheart. I love your story. I love it so much. And she needs to be welcomed to the family. So let me get the camera back up. I will go through the articulation for those who are newbies, and we'll do our sign off, and I'll go through all my girls. If you've already seen that before, bye-bye, my darling. Thank you for sticking with me to here. Otherwise, I'll see you real soon. So here is my Diana, my grocery store manager. As I said, she's very confident. She's quiet. She's confident and quiet. She knows who she is. She loves who she is. I have heard Dolly Mummy absolutely love who she is. And I am so happy I managed to be in one of the first people to get her, etc. in the first, release and all that sort of stuff. I really respect the Smart Doll team for providing these 2 hospital units, especially if there are children in those units who might need just a little something to see what they can be when they grow up, etc. Still be a beautiful, strong woman in this beautiful clothing. Oh my goodness. I just think even this clothing just speaks to me with Diana so much. She's free, she's strong. Oh, going on and on. I'm gonna start crying. Anyway, compose yourself, my dear. Getting a bit dramatic. Okay, now here we have the part where I'm going to show the articulation. If you're new, I like to show this in all my videos. There is, of course, the ability to put the head down, to look up to the sky, to move side to side. If you want to be the exorcist and go a full 360, your girl can do that for you. We have the shoulder movement, and as you saw with the dressing, it can be removed completely off. We have the elbow movement, we have the wrist movement and rotation. We have movement just here under the chest to give you more of a down and an up. So she's got a bit more extra there than a doll that does not have that extra movement there. We have the move here at the hips. So she can kick off slightly to the side, she can go forward, she can go back. We have the knee movement, the foot movement, or ankle I should say, and the rotation. So they are incredibly poseable, and when you have that third leg with the tripod, as I said, my girls standing up or have this third leg off at them at the moment to help assist them with this. But smart dolls are strong enough in their joints that if you have good footing, which sometimes these AliExpress ones can do, if you have a really good shoe, such as a smart doll boot, you can get them to stand on their own relatively easily. They are very strong, well-made dolls with an internal skeleton. So, look what I did with her. I just put her over there and she's like, ah. Diana, I'm so sorry. I'm being a bad mummy. I'm in such a rush. Okay, my dear, let's kneel you down in front of you. As my new girl, say hello to the world. Hello. I love you. She is my 16th smart doll. If you're looking at the dolls to the side, as I said, some of you will see that Celeste and Willow have some new things on. I will be doing a video catch up of just things I've been working on, which you'll have seen on Instagram. Go on my Instagram if you want to see updates. I don't always have the capacity, especially while I'm traveling, which will be very soon for about 3 weeks, to post to video, etc. So over here we have a smart doll Fortitude, who is Ariana. We have smart doll Dauntless, who is Addison. Smart doll Moment, who is Lillian. Smart doll Monday, who is Monday. Smart doll Justice, who is Serena. Smart doll, oh my goodness, smart doll Genesis, who is Josie. Smart doll Mariah, who is Ella. Smart doll Moment in blue, who is Celeste. Of course, Diana I've just introduced as smart doll Survivor. This is my main girl and my only milk, which is no longer, the skin tone is no longer produced. Smart doll Starlight, who is my Casey. Smart doll Beyond, who is my Nera. Smart doll Dimension, who is Rochelle. Smart doll Anonymously in blue, the zombie, who is, I just said her name before, oh, Willow. Sometimes I'm going through them and it's like, I know all their names off by heart, and then I go through them and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm on camera. Smart doll Felicity, who is my Ivy. Smart doll Reflection, who is Jasmine. And smart doll Strength, who is my Paige, and about to fall off because I moved to tripod. So these are my girls. I love them all. I'm very hopeful that one day we'll have a boy, and I am literally going to roll a dice with numbers attached to it. Who gets the boyfriend? Somehow I'm going to do something to work out who gets the first boyfriend when they release. Love your dolls, love each other, be good to each other, and if you are good to each other, you will always be a survivor. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.